I know you haven't read the Bible, it's too scary, it's too daunting, and it's too challenging to get through. But today I've got 10 ways that I can make this so much easier so you don't panic. This is a beginner's guide to the Bible. Now there is one rule to rule them all, and I'm going to leave that one to the end. Imagine watching a Marvel movie. Just one. Just pick one movie only, and that's the only one you have ever seen. And then try and work out the rest of the universe from that one movie. So trying to get historical context or trying to understand one verse or one parable. And that's where this key thing comes in with context. It may surprise you that the Bible was not written originally in English. Now it can get confusing with translations, but it's okay. Let's just keep it simple. Now we've got the New International Version, which is my favourite. We've also got the New Living Translation and the English Standard Version. We just want to keep it simple. Now from beginning to end, the Bible is definitely worth reading, but it can be a little not confusing. It can be very scary going from the old to the new. Start with the New Testament, knowing that in the New Testament there is some context that probably is better explained in the Old Testament, but it's okay. Now number 4 can be overlooked, but we need tools around us to understand that. We can read it, sure, and we can try and get into that context and we can try and work out what things are saying, but there are people that have gone before us that have studied this, and we can get some cheat sheets. And one of those that I found really a great resource is the Bible Project. Just search it up on YouTube. Doesn't matter what you're looking for, it will be there. So search it up on the Bible Project for that book, for Matthew or for Mark, and get in context of what or who it's for. Now, this next one is so important. Now, I made a decision 3 years ago. I'm just going to do a reading plan, which I'll leave in the description. I just want to take you into how I felt when I just did a little bit at a time each day, starting from Genesis, working my way through to Revelation. And this is just in Genesis. I want you to know. Farmer wants a lot of wives with Abraham and his family. No Love Island, Survivor, Hunger Games. And then it goes into the rest of the Old Testament. I'm thinking this is the Game of Thrones. But I just took it slow. I didn't rush anything. And if I didn't understand something, I might look it up. But at the same time, I just let it sit. Take it slow. Now, along with study tools and along with the Bible Project videos, we have the whole internet. We have ChatGPT. Ask lots of questions. Delve into things. Now, just with ChatGPT, it can get things very wrong. It can have illusions of what it's thinking. Just back it up with people like Mike Winger or the Bible Project, which brings me to the next thing. If you do have questions, write it down. Put it on paper. By the end of the year, you'll have a whole heap of questions. And you think, well, half of those I've answered, but I've still got some questions with the other ones. It's okay. Like I said before, take it slow. And one of the biggest things I found was great, especially for a beginner, going through a reading plan that had the Bible Project. And as I said, I've got it in the description so you can go through the same one I did, the same time every day. If it's the first thing, if it's the last thing, just make it a habit. Which brings me to number 9. Every single morning, before, after you read, and during the rest of the day, pray. Keep in contact with God because He will always open up things to you. Now, there is one rule to rule them all. The best commandment is to love God with everything you have and to love others as yourself. And if you do those 2 things, you will fill your whole world. Don't be discouraged by things that are complex in the Bible because understanding deepens with time. So continue reading. Go do something awesome for God, and I'll catch you in the next one.